So I read the first one for you from Anonymous, which is a very popular speaker lately. Which are the metrics to measure the degree of social impact of a certain technology?
The issue of metrics in social impact is a big issue. We could be discussing this the whole day. There is a lot of controversy here. In fact, there is a big phenomenon in the world that is called impact investing. This is a phenomenon that has already 15, 20 years, that started in the city in London, and it's this idea of investing with double profitability in terms of financing and in terms of social impact. This is becoming an asset in the financial market, and there is a lot of debate on how do we measure impact in this market, and also with technology, no? And there are different schools of thought. There is an international organization that is trying to develop standards on this, but I think there has been quite a lot of improvement in this area, but there is still gray areas and a lot of debate, and it's not that easy to resolve this issue. As you can understand, if we compare the metrics of a technology in education, how it improves, for instance, the auto-esteem of the children, compared with another project of sustainable energies that is trying to change the market of energy. How do we compare those two projects? It's quite a complicated issue. It's much more easier, the financing metrics, although, as I am telling you, there is already like a big inventory of indicators that are standardized for everyone, that are comparable, and there are lots of improvements in this area. But the issue of evaluating and measuring social impact is a big issue and still hasn't been resolved so far.
No. You can read the second one, but I'll also do it. How do you identify, really, I think everyone asking is, where is the opportunity? So what do you do when you identify a project with great potential of social impact, but with no entrepreneur?
As I was telling you, we work with this idea of the magic triangle. A technology that is disruptive, with a great team of entrepreneurs, and with the idea of creating a lasting social impact. There has to be the three pieces. When we've had many cases where one of the three pieces is missing and it doesn't work. So if we only have the piece of the technology, we really need to find a good entrepreneurial team. Because sometimes a good entrepreneurial team with a mediocre technology does much more than a great technology with a mediocre team. So for us, it's very, very important to try to find the three pieces, and this is one of the works we do. Sometimes we have this great technology coming from a research center, and that they come to us and they show it, and until we don't find a team for the project, we really don't invest in that project.
Hello? Yes. How many projects with you? Hello? Yes. Just for those of us like me, which are getting old and cannot read from a distance, people ask, how many projects? Don't just give us a number, tell us a bit about them, please.
Okay. Last year, in order you get some metrics from Ship2B, last year we captured from Spain, because right now we only work in Spain, we captured 500 projects in Spain, and we selected 40 to accelerate. We ended up investing in 10. So these are more or less. We accelerated 40 in our labs, and from those 40, we invested in 10. That doesn't mean that the other 30 were not good projects. Some projects don't need our financing because they can create their own resources, or sometimes they do the financing round by themselves, or they have like close like the friends, fools and family and other resources to move forward. Do you think Spanish companies are ready for this?
Okay.
This is a very good question. And I really think something is changing in Spain. If you look at Barcelona, the city of Barcelona, some like 15 or 20 years ago, it was basically a touristic city, a really great touristic city with a lot of activity, but there wasn't much a hub on science and technology. Right now, Barcelona is a really nice hub for science and technology and for entrepreneurship. It's by far the #1 city in Spain, and lots of things are happening here. So I think that we don't have yet the critical mass maybe that other countries have, but some interesting things are happening in this country, and we believe that there is, I mean, for us, we started up 5 years ago, we were 3 people, now we are 20 people in Ship2B. We started up working with 5 projects. As I was telling you, last year we worked with 40 projects. So things are happening for sure in our country, and I think are going to happen more in the future.
Okay, so with that, please, an applause. So, I would like to welcome next two speakers, Toni Mayorgas from Digitalis and Jordi Sellas de Minoria Absoluta. So here we're going to have a tandem, a little bit of an innovative presentation, I think. It's going to be entertaining. Please say yes.
Yes.
Okay,
I
good.
try. 2 micros to speak.
Micro 1, micro 2. Easy peasy. There you go.
Okay. We'll see it. Or yeah.
Bon dia, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for coming.
Aquí hi ha gent que ha parlat en català, en castellà, en
Farem
anglès.
un mix, no?
Sí, com que ens ho hem preparat en anglès, diguem-ne que ho farem en anglès, i si no ens d'allò, no, alguna cosa ja...
Si no ens enteneu...
So we'll go in English. Good morning.
I'm Toni Mayorgas. I'm the founder and CEO of Digalix. Digalix Solutions is a company from here, from Barcelona.
And I am Jordi Sellas. Now I'm Innovation Manager at Minoria Absoluta. It's a TV production and entertainment production company. We come from different ways to understand how technology reaches audiences, how technology reaches the people. And now we're working together in new digital platforms and new digital experiences.
For a little history to present the company, Digalix make things happen. We create products, we dream products, we design, and we create these products, and we do on Barcelona. This is a challenge for a company, a little company here, and we are proud about this. On last years, we create the X table, like the star product we made. And on 2008, we created the company. On this moment was a strong crisis, but we are convinced that only added value can be the future. iPhone was presented on 2007, 2008, and changed the way that people was related with devices. This kind of changes is inspiring us. iPhone was a device for only one person, and we think that in this moment can be interesting if we can create something with Internet of Things to apply to one table. We create X table thinking on interaction for collaborative environment. little company to have possibility to develop this needs to reach some capital and have different ways to reach this. For us was very important to have Ministerio de Industria, CEDETI. We presented our project and reach an subvention to develop the product and place it on the market. This is important. Also, Ministerio de Industria, Acció de la Generalitat, are companies that we need to be strong. It's private and public sector.
On the beginning of DigaLeaks, they worked so hard in 5 key points that until now they keep working on, like a little technological company. Those are teamwork, disruptive ideas, fast prototyping, quality market, and also communication. I know Tony and DigaLeaks people since 2011. It was, I remember, I was director and also the host of a TV and radio show called Digital Generation, Generació Digital, at the Catalan Public TV and Catalan Public Radio Station Network. And since I met them, I understood that it was very easy, in fact, to understand what Internet of Things is. Everything was just on a table. Something as easy and as usual as a table, it can be transformed in a completely new experience for all different sectors that now you can see. And you can see also with real examples that are making the difference in exhibitions and also in different sectors nowadays.
The X-table you can see on the image is a table, digital, multi-touch and multi-user is the key. If we create this big product, it's to share, to have an experience collaborative. It's multi-sectorial, and we can see some examples for different sectors that can be the education. Education is a challenge to change all the ways to explain children how to learn. Now the children have technology around them, and it's more easy if you can incorporate to one device, attractive. On education, we have different projects, and also we have on Cosmocaixa, we have installations that more than 10,000 children on the year are passing for the X-table. On hospitality, we have different solutions like this. We create and presented on Mobile World Congress our X-tables for restaurants, and was successful. It's a new concept. You can have a table to place the order to the kitchen, but also you have games and entertainment for the waiting times. You can see that physical objects can be over the surface of the X-table, and you can interact at the same time. We have different models. On these years, we create different models of our X-tables, and you can see on our website. We apply every time design. We think that the design is the key. Technology have to be attractive, and all our products are on this line. For tourism, we have presented last year on Smart City Expo Barcelona the interactive tourist map. This is a project that we are working with the mayor of Barcelona and have installation on different points of information, the tourism of Barcelona, but also we are working for hotels. The information for the tourism is important. Not only that you can reach on internet, but also key facts and something information that is important for the business, for the hotel or for the city to go. This is another creation that we presented on Mobile World Congress, was our virtual assistant on holographic projection. This was presented by Digalix on mobile to the hotels to have your virtual assistant on your room. You can ask him to make services for you. And on the last year, for this beginning, we work bigger. Now we can present, and let me introduce you, our virtual assistant. Her name is Lola.
Hi, Jordi. Hi, Tony again. Who are the crowd?
There's a lot of nice people. You see Lola here, that everyone woke up really early this morning to be here with us.
Oh, they're really good people then.
Lola, can you explain what's your job?
My job is to help and inform, but also I like to teach and have fun.
Your English is better than mine. It's not difficult anyway.
I can speak any language. Do you remember C3PO? Hola, hello, ciao, bonjour, guten Morgen.
It's impressive, and also Lola can interact in different ways, not just voice. Lola?
That's right. By an app, by voice and touching the screen.
How can you know about anything?
You can feed my database.
Okay, thank you, Lola, because you can help us to get early and faster to our retirement. But can you help us to present our new device, the new thing that we have created? Okay.
Today we are proud to present here a round of people that was working together with us. It's important for us. It's the first day we are presenting on KIMconference the project led by Jordi Sellas.
Well, it's very exciting for us, and because today is in fact the first day that anyone outside the project will see what you will be seeing now, and you will be able to test it upstairs. It's a project that we have called Layers of Reality. It's a project that brought together 3 very different companies, Minoria Absoluta, Magma Cultura, and also Digalix. All 3 companies are working together in this new company. Its name is Layers of Reality, and the new product, the first new product of this company, it will be called Gate VR. Maybe Lola can show us her.
Wait a second, please. Voila. With us for really first time. The Gate VR.
Please put your hands together. And what is Gate VR? The Gate VR is our new project, the first product of our new project. Our best line is virtual reality delivered, and this is how we explain layers of reality. As you all know, maybe you have tried the classic VR that stripes cell phone just in front of your eyes. Maybe all of you have tried the Gear VR by Samsung, or maybe you have tried the PlayStation VR, which works together with a PlayStation 4. It's a kind of big amount of cables that you need to connect, and a big amount of hardware that you need to connect this VR experience. One of the best VR experiences in the market is the HTC Vive, but it is also a little messy with a lot of different cables and devices connected together that you need to put all in the same place to make virtual reality work. Our objective, the objective of Layers of Reality, is to create the link between technology, content, and users. This is our objective. The thing is that users want to experience virtual reality, but we can find a very small amount of people that are ready to have virtual reality at home. Why? Because you need a lot of investment. It's expensive. You need a lot of technology knowledge. You need how to connect all the cables. You need to know how to connect all the hardware to make it work. And of course, it's expensive. You need knowledge, and there is not a big amount of content that make that effort worth. So what we're doing with Gate VR is take virtual reality to museums, to stadiums, to public institutions, malls, trade shows, and everywhere. So we bring virtual reality to places, high-end virtual reality, premium experience in virtual reality to your place, to a museum, to a mall, to a trade fair, in your booth, in your stand, anywhere you need, we deliver the best virtual reality experience. This is our gate. We define it as a portal. You sit there and you are transported in time and space. You can be anywhere once you're seated in our Gate VR. And the VR, it can be delivered also in different colors. But in the end, what makes is to concentrate the whole integration of services that Layers of Reality is giving to you. It's not just a gate. The gate, it means that behind Layers of Reality, what you have is a content creation team, an experienced content creation team in audiovisual market, a software development team that can create interactive and interesting experiences with virtual reality, and also the technical support. So is the integration of the whole service what makes Layers of Reality a different and a worth experience in terms of business to business in virtual reality market at this moment. There is nothing new. The new thing is the integration. Of course, the new thing is our new gate. We have designed it, and we're very proud of it. We're very proud of our team. And you will be the first ones to test it. Upstairs, we have the first prototype, the working prototype of our Gate VR, so you will be the ones to test it today. Again, there is nothing new. The new thing is the integration. The whole services delivered in the best, with the best price at the smallest time possible, and with the best delivery. For example, imagine that you are inside this very nice, beautiful room at the Liceu Opera Barcelona, and you have a very nice and well-designed VR gate just in the middle of the room. And then, when you sit there, you are visiting the theater is empty, because you're a tourist and you're not paying your ticket to go to the opera, because you're just looking around the theater. You're paid just 10 euros to look around inside the opera theater. You sit into the gate and you are transported in the middle of an opera play. In the middle of an opera play with all the orchestra, all the singers, all the audience, everyone is there. So you can experience, just for a few minutes, the real experiences that everyone is feeling when they are seeing an opera in the middle of the theater. So you can mix this experience with also more abstract and technological experience that can make your commercial product, your museum, your experience better with virtual reality. This is what we can do. We can shoot, we can post-produce, we can do the interactivity, we can put everything together with the software development, and with all the virtual reality project, we also deliver it in premium virtual reality device called Gate VR. So thank you, everyone. We're very excited again today because you will be the first one to test it, the first ones to try it. We can't wait to see you upstairs just testing the X tables, testing our Gate VR, and to give us your feelings and your first impressions with our new products. Thank you very much for listening.
Thanks. Sí.
So if we can have the questions now, please. Okay. Fast one. So I'm just going to do this one question because literally we're running, well, a few minutes late, and I would like to give the time to Danny, which should be fun. So is it the chair just for an individual experience, or would it be possible to interact with other chairs?
Yeah, the Gate VR can interact with n number of chairs. So you can install just one because you just have a small space and you need one chair to deliver the best virtual reality experience. Or you can connect 5, 10, 15, 20, any number of chairs that you need. Of course, if you need a big audience like this one we have now, it doesn't make sense to install 100 chairs like this. It will be, it won't be cost efficient. But if you need this amount of numbers, this group experience, it is worth to do it because every chair has a high-end VR device, a high-end PC computer integrated, and they all work in the same network. So they can share the experience at the same time. They can also share the audio experience talking together if you need to create an interactive experience with the group, or also you can control a group just playing or stopping the virtual experience at the same time, synchronizing all the chairs. So it can be an individual experience, a group experience, depending on your needs.
Okay. I would do just a follow-up question. We're talking gaming here, aren't we?
Of course. I mean, the Gate VR, it is a product that it's not specially thought for gamers, because gamers are the users that they are already using virtual reality in a lot of different ways. They need to move around, they need to have arms and go up and down and play with, you know, more space and more room. This product is specially designed for mainstream audiences. I mean, my mother, okay? My mother don't know anything about virtual reality, but she can sit in our Gate VR, she just put the glasses on, the gate is comfortable, and she can experience the virtual reality proposal that we're doing, interactive or just an immersive movie, the best way possible. We have designed the Gate VR for mainstream audiences, for places like fair trades, museums, malls, where a lot of people's passing by, so you need to be very easy and very fast to deliver the experience in the best quality possible.
Well, I'm sure you have many, many more uses than your mother. Don't worry about that. So, first of all, big round of applause, please. And before we move on to the coffee break, when you all can have a go, and I'm really going to queue to have a go at that, I would like to let you know that the next person we have going to join us now is Danny Jimenez. Danny doesn't need an introduction if you have kids. Actually, my kids are going to give me a bollocking because the second year in a row that I don't bring them an autograph, so that's going to be an issue. Danny, last year actually literally electrified the whole audience. I hope that this year he does something a bit more soft and doesn't shock us as much. So, Danny, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Eric. My pleasure. Buen día, buenos días, good morning, muchas gracias a Kim por volverme a invitar. Y quiero compartir con vosotros una historia. Hoy, sin duda, el protagonista es la innovación pues es el nexo de unión de esta jornada. Y en ciencia, pues hay miles de casos paradigmáticos de innovación. Y yo he escogido un caso para compartirlo con vosotros y explicaros una historia. He intentado recoger los ingredientes que han hecho posible esa historia y además lo que hemos intentado es hacerlo con experimentos, de forma experimental, ¿de acuerdo? Así que vamos a ver un caso particular, como os digo, que es cómo el hombre conquistó volar, pero que podría servir para ver otros casos como la electricidad, como el motor de los coches, como las vacunas, etcétera, etcétera. No me voy a alargar mucho más porque quiero que veáis un documento histórico. Seguramente lo habéis visto, pero es el primer registro grabado de un objeto más pesado que el aire que volaba. Es el Flyer, nos trasladamos a 1904, es una de las primeras películas de la historia y vemos a ver los hermanos Wright hacer volar esta primera nave, esta primera avión hace más de 100 años. Pasar la diapositiva, si no la paso yo, tenemos aquí. Vale. Aquí la tenemos, mirad. En esta primera imagen que veis, uno de los hermanos, Olbur, estaba dentro, movía las alas, y el otro, Wilbur, estaba acelerando el avión, lanzándolo para que cogiera velocidad. Estos primeros aviones no podían volar simplemente con su propia aceleración y los lanzaba una catapulta. El primer vuelo, que fue el 17 de diciembre de 1903, no quedó grabado. Este es de los primeros, fue uno de los primeros. Y lo más interesante no es ver el vuelo, lo más interesante no es ver a los hermanos, ni tampoco son estos dos personajes que tenéis a la derecha, ni tan siquiera ver al público. Lo más interesante es ver lo espurio, lo corto, lo sucinto que fue ese primer vuelo, ¿de acuerdo? Como os digo, este no fue el primero, pero como se parece mucho al primero, os lo he puesto. La catapulta, los motores, el hermano que se pone en el interior en la parte baja, y el último ingrediente pues es echar a volar, que sigue siendo una cosa complicada. Mirad, lo lanza y 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. El primer vuelo en realidad solo duró 12 segundos e hizo 37 metros. Nada más. Aunque tuvo una gran expectación en la zona, realmente no cambió nada. El siglo XX es el siglo de la aviación. Pero, sin embargo, la primera innovación, mira, ya vuelve a aterrizar, fue pequeñísima. Y esa es un poco la idea de lo que está pasando ahora en los laboratorios. Pequeñas innovaciones hacen que vaya a cambiar el mundo. Y nosotros, os quiero enseñaros un poquito cómo llegamos hasta aquí. Para llegar hasta aquí, a ver, esto no va. Ahora. Para llegar hasta aquí hubo algunos precursores. El sueño de volar, el sueño, a ver si pasemos la diapositiva, por favor, si no me funciona ese. Ocupó a científicos, a ingenieros, a tecnócratas de todo el mundo que querían conseguir lo mismo. Nosotros hemos destacado a 3, pasemos la diapositiva, y vamos a pararnos en ellos y vamos a ver los experimentos. Le voy a pedir a Jordi que ya entre el primer experimento, porque vamos con el primero de ellos, el que teníais. Tiramos una diapositiva, por favor, hacia atrás, o si no la tiro yo, la anterior, tirémosla un poquito para atrás. Bueno, el primero de los personajes fue el andalusí Abbas ibn Firnas, que nació en el siglo IX. Tiene seguramente la primera característica que tienen todos los innovadores, que es fue un gran observador. Y esa es la primera cosa que vemos, nos damos cuenta. Observar no quiere decir mirar, todos tenemos ojos. Observar, un poquito más para allá, Jordi. Observar quiere decir, cuando hay algo que no entendemos, analizarlo. Bajamos un poquito la música, por favor. Y Marvin, acá para aquí ya. Analizamos, digamos, lo que vemos y lo intentamos entender. Ese es el primer punto. La observación nos lleva a este primer experimento. Aquí dentro hemos puesto nitrógeno líquido. El nitrógeno líquido está a casi 200 grados bajo cero. Vamos a añadir un poquito más de nitrógeno, Jordi, para que la gente lo vea. Trae los guantes y las protecciones. Y os voy a hacer un pequeño experimento. Todos vamos a ver lo mismo, pero cada uno de vosotros va a interpretar de una manera diferente la realidad. Que esto es lo que pasa cuando algo no lo entendemos. Si nosotros viéramos una vaca volar, algunos pensarían que es magia, otros pensaríamos que la ha lanzado una catapulta, otros que se ha caído de un avión. Bueno, pues esto es un poco lo mismo que vamos a ver. Pongamos un poco de nitrógeno, Jordi. El nitrógeno líquido está a 196 grados bajo cero. Quitemos esto de aquí. Perfecto. Y nos va a servir para almacenar objetos. Vamos a meter este globo. Y fijaros cómo entra el globo. Bueno, yo dentro dentro del recipiente, fijaros, porque había puesto otros globos. Todos los globos con la misma idea, hacerlos pequeños. Con el nitrógeno ni desaparecen ni se funden, sino simplemente decrecen y cuando los calentamos de nuevo se vuelven a hacer más grandes. Esto es lo que pasa. El gas licua se hace 1200 veces más pequeño y cuando lo volvemos a calentar se vuelve a hacer grande. Aquí dentro habíamos puesto montones de globos que ahora al lanzarlo los globitos que teníamos poco a poco van a ir subiendo, ¿de acuerdo? Por tanto, lo primero que vemos aquí es que hay que observar, hay que mirar la realidad con otros ojos, ¿de acuerdo? Esa sería la primera idea. La segunda idea nos la trae el segundo experimento. Hubo otro científico que nació 300 años después. Dejamos al andalusí, que vivió en Córdoba, que cuando tenía 65 años lo que hizo fue hacerse unas alas, lanzarse desde una colina y volar durante algunos segundos. Y nos vamos a Roger Bacon, que nació en el siglo XIII. Quitémosle la tapa ya. Fijaros porque Roger Bacon hizo lo que estamos haciendo nosotros, mirar el aire y darnos cuenta que el aire que nosotros vemos podía ser lo mismo que el agua. Es decir, es el primero que piensa, que analiza, que cree que podríamos llegar a flotar en el aire. Es decir, si Abbas Infirna sería el padre de los planeadores, Roger Bacon sería el padre de los globos aerostáticos, de los zeppelins, de los objetos que pesan menos y que suben porque tienen una densidad menor. Y eso es lo que tenemos aquí. Aquí parece que hay aire, no hay aire evidentemente, sino lo que hay es un gas extraordinario, que es el hexafluoruro de azufres, que estoy haciendo una traducción de azufre, de azofra, que es un gas que tiene una densidad 6 veces superior a la del aire. Cuando lanzamos un globo, fijaros, el globo flota porque aquí hay gas. Se ve poquito. Déjame el globo con hexafluoruro, porque le voy a meter el aire y vais a ver cómo el globo flota un poco. Y luego voy a poner un poco de vapor de agua para que veáis las dos fases. Es decir, lo que tenemos aquí es lo que pasa en la atmósfera de manera normal. Lánzale un poquito, perfecto. Fijaros que a medida que lo llenamos, el globo va subiendo. El hexafluoruro, como os digo, es un gas que pesa 6 veces más que el aire y que aparte de servir para proteger motores, por ejemplo, también
es el gas que te transforma la voz en más grave. Luego, si alguno de vosotros lo quiere probar, es el inverso al helio. Como el hexafluoruro no se ve, lo que vamos a hacer... Sí, yo espero que lo que vamos a hacer es poder ver las dos fases. Aquí tenemos agua, tiraremos un poco de nitrógeno líquido en el interior.
Ya está. Y veréis que... fijaros cómo se queda en la parte superior y la parte de abajo se queda transparente porque ya está llena de un gas que no permite al vapor de agua bajar. Bueno, eso sería la segunda característica, método. Es decir, observar, analizar sería la primera cosa que hacen todos los grandes innovadores. La segunda es utilizar un método. En el caso de Roger Bacon, lo que analizó, lo que miró fue, pues bueno, ya lo veis, ¿no? Fue el aire. Y finalmente la creatividad sería el tercer de los ingredientes, una creatividad que nosotros pues la hemos puesto con un nombre que es Leonardo da Vinci, que Leonardo da Vinci pues bueno, fue un gran científico, pero sobre todo lo que fue un gran creativo, que fue el padre de las primeras máquinas, como nosotros entenderíamos ahora un helicóptero, una máquina de volar tecnológica un poquito más compleja. Los tres nos introdujeron 3 claves fundamentales en la innovación de la ciencia: la observación, el método y finalmente la creatividad. Bueno, yo llego hasta aquí, es el momento de hacer el coffee break, porque luego continuaré explicándoos una de las cosas más complejas, que es por qué vuela un avión. Para ello harán falta otras características y también 3 experimentos. No me alargo, muchísimas gracias, nos vemos luego en el coffee break. Gracias.
nos vemos arriba y a probar los diferentes apartados que tenemos.